Now, we're going to look at the Chief Executive Officer of the Lagos Free Zone, Dinesh Rathi, who says special economic zones are critical to creating new pathways for Africa's economic recovery and growth. Speaking with Arise anchor of this show, Bosun Omofaye of the Arise Exchange at the Africa CEO Forum in Abidjan today, the Lagos Free Zone CEO emphasized a number of areas that Africa sovereigns need to improve ease of doing business and why Nigeria is key to regional free trade in West Africa and across the continent. Let's take a listen.
To market our special economic zone and project Nigeria as an investment destination, and how we as a special economic zone can play a role to facilitate new investors to come and set up their businesses, whether it is on the logistics front, whether it is on the manufacturing side, those kind of investments we are looking for. And because Lagos Free Zone is deeply integrated with Lekki Deep Sea Port, that really helps because that solves the biggest problem of logistics. And then the free zone also comes with embedded with power and all other infrastructure like land, buildings, warehouses. So that really helps anybody who wants to start business in Nigeria.
How much billions of dollars of investment are we talking about here?
So we are talking about close to $2 billion of investment, out of which $1.2 billion is in the port. The $800 million has gone behind the special economic zone, and it's fully operational currently. We have the likes of Kellogg's, CMA CGM, Power Oil, then BASF, Sana Building Systems. They are currently operating in our zone. So we are looking for new investors who can actually leverage the Lekki port, the power availability, and the world-class infrastructure to do business in Nigeria and use Nigeria as a pivot under the Continental Free Trade Agreement.
When you come to big conferences like this, you're looking for investors, but I'm sure you're also listening in to some of the sessions in terms of creating new paths for Africa's economic recovery. What role do you think special economic zones such as the Lagos Free Zone play in leapfrogging Africa's manufacturing industrial hub for the continent, looking at Nigeria of a country about 200 million people and very young population?
So one of the key themes which has emerged in the discussions around economic sovereignty has been the dependence on other countries for the supply chains. And I think localization of supply chain is possible only when you have well-developed and well-integrated special economic zones who can use the local resources and then value add and make the products which can then fit into the consumer homes. So that's exactly what we are doing. We are actually helping governments achieve economic sovereignty, leveraging upon the special economic zones.
Interesting when you talk about ease of doing business. What more would you want to see governments, not just in Nigeria, but across Africa do to help foreign and domestic investors who want to invest in very huge special economic zones such as the Lagos Free Zone?
I think the need of the government should be to work as a facilitator and provide the right kind of framework. I think a strong institutional framework which actually assuages the concerns of the investors is the need of the hour. And apart from that, the external infrastructure like the roads and railways and some of the other things, security in particular. So those are the things I think the government has to ensure and address the investor concerns around.
In terms of what the takeaways will be for you from this type of conference, have you been speaking to investors? Have they been coming around? What questions are on their minds?
So we have been meeting them, and the key concern has been around the foreign exchange stability and the security aspects. So I think we as a free zone are trying to address it in our own way. But of course, at the same time, I think these are concerns which are there in all the emerging markets across Africa. So we are not unique as such, right? But the opportunity which lies in Nigeria is immense. So we are actually more focusing on the opportunity rather than the issues which are there. And wherever the ease of doing business or the infrastructure gap, that we are addressing through provision of a world-class infrastructure in our zone.
Tell me about the bigger conglomerate, the group behind the Lagos Free Zone.
Okay, so very interesting. So Tolaram is a Singapore headquartered group, and we are the largest consumer goods player in Nigeria. And we have also the infrastructure vertical under which the Lagos Free Zone falls in. And Lekki Port originally was anchored by Tolaram, and then we got other partners, the China Harbour, Nigeria Ports Authority, which represents the federal government of Nigeria interest, and Lagos state government. I think we got them all together, and that's how the whole partnership is around Lekki Port. So that's who we are. We operate 20 factories across Nigeria, making us the largest operator of manufacturing installations across the country.
Are you looking to diversify beyond the Nigerian market at some point in the future?
So in the consumer goods space, we are already there in Ghana, Ivory Coast, South Africa, Egypt, Kenya. But in the infrastructure space, we are only there in Nigeria because these two projects are really something which we want to take it to a logical end before we embark on something new elsewhere.